friends, and welcome to French Fried Trains. Today, we're going to be building this Union Pacific U50, and this was an oversized 5,000 horsepower locomotive that ran on 4 two-axle trucks with 2 separate prime movers, one at each end, powering the trucks on that end. And it had a rather unique cab as well. So let's get right into the build here. So as usual, our first step is to take a dark oak stair out for the rear coupler, and we'll attach that up. Underneath it, we'll put a dark oak fence gate and a dark oak fence gate on either side of the coupler as well. Coming off the coupler, a deep slate brick block, and then on either side of that block, on the upper hitbox, a deep slate brick stair. On the outside of the stair, open a dark oak fence gate for a step ladder. Same thing on this other side here. Open a dark oak fence gate for a step ladder. Then we'll put 3 deep slate brick blocks across the top middle and open another dark oak stair on each side. Then we're going to skip forward by 1 on bottom and get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. In front of that, we're going to do a 3x4 of netherite blocks, then another netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to skip forward and leave a gap of 2 blocks and do another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. In front of that, a 3x4 of netherite coming across the rails and another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. On the side of the truck, an upside down stone brick stair facing this way at this end and facing this way on each side at this end. 2 stone brick slabs on the bottom middle on each side of the truck. So it looks like this. Then we'll repeat that pattern on both sides of this truck here. So upside down stairs at each end and 2 stone brick slabs on the bottom hitbox on the middle of each side. Once we have that, we're going to take out dark oak fence gates here. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here. Come down here, turn around, open them into the ends of these wheels. Turn around, open them into the ends of these wheels, and finally open them into the ends of the wheels down here. Then on the second layer, we're going to start down here and fill the top middle 3 with deep slate brick blocks. And we're going to bring that fully down the length of both of these trucks. We're going to come out 1 block past where the fence gates are. Then we'll put 3 deep slate brick blocks underneath here on the bottom middle, and on the upper hitbox on the side of that bottom block, we're going to put a deep slate brick slab. And we're going to make a line of slabs coming forward, 11 blocks long in total here. Once we have 11 blocks, 3 deep slate brick blocks across here. On this side, we'll put a stone brick slab on the upper hitbox right here and extend it back in a line of 6. Then we're going to take out a deep slate tile wall here. We're going to put a deep slate tile wall on here and 1 above it. Then continue the line of deep slate brick slabs to the back. Then we'll take out deep slate brick blocks. We're going to fill in all the way down the length of both sides of this fuel tank here. And I'm realizing I forgot to fill in. We need to fill in the bottom middle 3 inside of that fuel tank. I forgot to do it there. Then we're going to skip forward in front of this fuel tank by 1 block, get a netherite wheel on each rail with an end rod axle, then a 3x4 of netherite and another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then skip forward again, leave a gap of 2 blocks, another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and another 3x4 of netherite blocks. Then a final set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then, just like we did before, we're going to put upside down stone brick stairs on either end on the side of this truck, and stone brick slabs on the bottom 2 hitboxes in the middle. Then repeat the process on this other truck. Upside down, stone brick stairs on either end, stone brick slabs on the bottom middle. Do the same thing over here. Then we'll go in and grab our dark oak fence gate again. Open dark oak fence gate and to the ends of these two wheels. Come down here, turn around, open dark oak fence gates on these wheels, turn around, open dark oak fence gates on these wheels, come up here, open dark oak fence gates on these wheels. Then we'll come back up here on the second layer and run 3 wide of deep slate brick blocks down the length of this truck and the next truck on top. We're going to come out 1 block past where those fence gates are, and on that very front one we're going to put 1 on each side so it's 5 wide. Then we'll come underneath and behind and put an upside down deep slate brick stair here and here so it looks like that. Do the same thing on this side, so an upside down backward facing stair here and here. Then in front of this we're going to put a 3x2 of deep slate brick blocks on the bottom middle here and a deep slate brick stair facing forward on either side like that. Then switch to a dark oak stair, turn around and stack it up for the front coupler, delete the one we used for placement. Under it we're going to put a sideways dark oak fence gate and we're going to open dark oak fence gates on either side of it here. Now this will be slightly tricky to do. Above the wheel on the side of the truck, we need to get 2 horizontal lightning rods. Just like that. And then we'll do it at the back wheel too. So we're going to have to put a temporary one to make them horizontal. So we're horizontal above the back wheel and coming in like this. So it looks like that. And we need to do this on every truck. So 2 lightning rods here. 2 sideways lightning rods here. And we're going to go through both sides of the locomotive and do that on every truck above each wheel. Then once we have all the lightning rods in place above each side of every truck, we're going to come down both sides of the locomotive, and everywhere there's a wheel, we're going to hang an upside down grindstone on the side in front of that wheel. Do the same thing on all of these wheels here. And of course we got to do the other side. So everywhere in front of these wheels, hang an upside down grindstone. Here and here. Get 1 more side corner to go. Upside down grindstones in front of all 4 of these wheels. So at the end your truck should look like that. Then we're going to come up on top of the front end here. And we're going to take out a deep slate brick block. And on each of the back outside edges here, we're going to put a block on each side, here and here. Then in front of those blocks on each side, we're going to put a forward-facing deep slate brick stair. And on the front 2 rows, 3 wide of deep slate brick blocks, just like that. Then we're going to come around behind here on this 3rd layer, and we're going to fill it in end to end, 3 wide with deep slate brick blocks. Once we have that on this top outside edge, on the 3rd layer, we're going to put a red concrete right here in front of this dark oak fence. And we're actually going to take out that dark oak fence gate and these 3 blocks across the back and replace those 3 with red concrete. Take out this fence gate, a red concrete behind it like that. Then we're going to extend red concrete all the way down this 3rd layer on the side of the locomotive. All the way to right here. Then we'll do the other side, all the way down this 3rd layer on this side with red concrete, till it meets up at the back here. And we actually need to edit this front because the red stripe continues around the front end as well here. So we're going to knock out this block and stair, 2 red concrete, then the 3 across the top middle, replace those with 3 red concrete, and then knock out these 2 and put in 2 red concrete. Then we're going to come down on the side of the fuel tank here. At the back of it, we're going to put a crimson button for a fuel cap, skip a block forward, and another crimson button. Do that same thing on this side as well. Now we're going to come on top of the front here and put 3 yellow concrete across this front middle. Then a red concrete in the middle above it, yellow on each side, and 3 yellow across the top. Then a column of 3 yellow concrete behind it on each side like this. 3 green carpet up here. Then across this next layer we're going to put 2 cyan stained glass, yellow concrete, 2 more stained glass. Then we're going to come behind this, and on the bottom of each side we're going to put 4 yellow concrete coming back. Then above that we're going to do a second layer of 4 yellow concrete on each side. Above that, yellow concrete in each corner and 2 red concrete in both of the centers. Then yellow concrete in each corner again, and we're going to put 2 cyan stained glass panes above the red concrete in the middles for the side windows. So we should be looking something like this. Come up front here in these corners, we're going to put a red stained glass pane on bottom here, 3 yellow stained glass panes above it. Do the same thing over here. So a red stained glass pane on bottom, 3 yellow above it to make the nose look more curved. Then on the top front of the nose, we're going to put a warp button on either side like this for marker light. Once that's done, we're going to come up here on top of the front windshield, and on the middle 3, we're going to put deep slate brick blocks. And we'll extend that middle 3 of deep slate brick blocks to the back of the cab here. On the outside edges, we're going to put a row of outward-facing deep slate brick stairs on either side to get the curvature above the windows. Then we're going to swing around behind the cab here. On each side, 1 block in from the outside, a column of 2 yellow concrete, and a birch door above it on each side. Then, a full column of 4 yellow concrete on each side behind the door. Once that's in place, we're going to move down to the rear end here and frame in the back so we know where everything goes. At the back, in the middle, 1 block in from the end, we're going to make a 3 by 4 of yellow concrete coming up. Then we'll come here, and on each side we're going to go end to end with a single layer of yellow concrete. Then we're going to come in the middle between these 2 columns of yellow concrete here and make a column of 4 polished deep slate coming up. Then up this middle, 6 polished deep slate on the bottom middle here coming backwards, and a column of 4 polished deep slate in the middle behind it. Once we have that framed in, we'll come down to the rear end. 6 polished deep slate are going to come up this bottom middle here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a column of 4 polished deep slate behind it. Then, in the middle, we're going to put an anvil at each end, skip a block forward from the back anvil, put a polished deep slate block, and an upside down polished deep slate stair on either side of it. Above that, 3 polished deep slate blocks, then a polished deep slate block in the middle above that, and a back-to-back stair on either side so you have this circle shape. So it should look like that. Then we'll come to it up here. So we're going to put an anvil at each end, skip 1 block forward from the front anvil, back-to-back upside down polished deep slate stairs, 3 polished deep slate, 1 on top in the middle, and back-to-back right side up stairs above it. Then we're going to come in and we're going to grab another brick fence and a polished deep slate wall. We're going to put the fence on top right here in the middle and 2 walls right here. Come down to this end, 2 walls right here, and a fence right there. Then on the outside of this whole section, we're going to fill it in 3 blocks tall with iron bars, from the back all the way to this front column of polished deep slate. Like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll fill this whole section in 3 blocks tall with iron bars on the side here. And bring it from that front column of polished deep slate all the way to the back. And then of course we'll do the same thing at this end. So we'll start at the column of polished deep slate, fill it in all the way to here, 3 blocks tall with iron bars. And one more side to go. We'll do this side as well, 3 blocks tall with iron bars. Bring it all the way up to this front here. So it should look like that when we're done. Now we'll come on the side right behind these iron bars and we'll fill in this whole side 2 layers tall on top of this with yellow concrete and bring it back to the iron bars at the rear end here. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. Start at these iron bars, 2 blocks tall with yellow concrete, and bring it all the way forward to the iron bars on the front end on this side here. Now for this next layer, it's still yellow concrete, but there's a vent in the middle. So what I'm doing is starting from the iron bars in front and counting an equal number of blocks and starting in back and doing the same thing until we find the exact center. In the center, we need to get a bedrock block in the middle with an iron bar on either side. And then go ahead and fill in the rest of the top on this side with a single layer of yellow concrete. Just like that. On top of the back, 3 deep slate brick blocks. Then across this iron bar section, we're going to fill it in 3 wide with bedrock blocks to the front of that section. When we get here, we switch back to deep slate brick blocks, and we'll continue filling this whole roof in 3 wide with the deep slate brick blocks up towards the front here. And when we get here to this next iron bar section, fill that in 3 wide with bedrock above that section. And then 2 more rows of deep slate brick up here to complete the roof line. Now we're going to come up here above this bedrock section on top. And in the middle, we're going to put a line of deep slate brick slabs from the back of it, right up the center and 2 blocks past it. On this side, we're going to put 2 dark oak fence gates for the horn. Above the bedrock on each side, we're going to put a line of deep slate tile slabs for the roof vents. Then we'll come back here. We're going to put a line of deep slate brick slabs up the middle of this bedrock section. Then behind it, we're going to put 3 deep slate brick slabs across this back here. So 3 right here, and 3 across the front of it here. Then fill in these sides with deep slate tile slabs for the roof vents back here. Then we're going to move back up to the front vent. We're going to put 3 deep slate brick slabs across here. And we'll knock out one of those fence gates and 3 across the front of it there. So it looks like that. Then we're going to skip 1 block behind this vent and put in a daylight sensor for an exhaust, and 1 block forward in the middle in front of the back one for the exhaust back there. Then we're going to come on the 3rd block out from where that vent in the center is and put 3 iron trap doors. And on the 3rd block out this way, 3 iron trap doors. So now all the vents and exhausts on top are completed here. Now we're going to come on this side under this door, put a column of 2 yellow concrete right here. Then, next to it, a yellow concrete, a yellow shulker box, 4 yellow concrete, another yellow shulker box. Then, behind that shulker box, we're going to extend a single layer of yellow concrete all the way down this side to the back. So just keep it coming here, because the walkway's raised on this one, right till you get right there. Then we're going to come back up towards the front here, come down here and crouch, and we're going to put a crimson button to the left of each of these shulker boxes. Then we're going to come here, skip a block past the shulker box and put 2 ladders right there. Come down to this rear end, and from the back end, on the 3rd block forward from the back, we're going to put 2 ladders right there as well. Then come here, across this back on top of the red concrete, 3 yellow concrete, and then we'll come up here. We're going to come up under the door on this side, 2 yellow concrete, then one next to it, a yellow shulker box, 4 yellow concrete, and a yellow shulker box. Then we'll extend a single layer of yellow concrete all the way down the walkway on this side until we get to this back right here. Then we'll come back up here, skip to the 3rd block past that yellow shulker box, 2 ladders there, and then on the 3rd block in from the back, 2 ladders here. Come up by this front ladder, skip 1 block back from it, and put a line of 6 crimson buttons. Then knock out that block, put in a bedrock, and then a line of 7 crimson buttons. Knock out this block and put in a bedrock. So it should look like this. Then come in front of the back ladder on the 3rd block forward and put another single crimson button. Now we're going to take out gray carpet, and we're going to come up by this door, put a gray carpet up here, and start bringing gray carpet along here. We're going to have to crouch to put them on these shulker boxes. And just continue the gray carpet all the way down the walkway, down this side of the locomotive. Right to the back here, then on the back, 3 across here, and then on this side, same thing, a full line of gray carpet all the way down this walkway, up this side of the locomotive here. And of course, we'll have to crouch to put them on these 2 shulker boxes that are in here, and just continue the gray carpet all the way up, and then up on this stair. Then we're going to come down in this back corner here, and we're going to put a red stained glass pane and a yellow above it. And we'll do the same thing over here, a red stained glass pane and a yellow above it. On the center of this yellow bottom concrete, a crimson button in the middle. Now we'll do our railings, so take out a dark oak fence. And on either side of this ladder, we'll do a column of 3 dark oak fences, like that. Come up here and do the same thing on either side of this ladder. And then actually we're going to come underneath and extend the dark oak fences down by 1 on either side. Same thing at this ladder back here. Then we're going to switch and do the other side. So same thing, a column of dark oak fences on either side of this ladder, and extend it down by 1 on each side. And same thing for this ladder, a column of dark oak fence gates on either side of that. Then we're going to switch to a birch fence, come off here, come forward 2, over 1, back 1, then come right across this back, then forward 1, out 1, and connect it up. Then we'll connect up on the other side of this ladder, right here, and bring it all the way forward. Right up to the dark oak fence here, skip over the ladder, connect it up right here, come forward again. When we get right here, we come up 1, over 2. And of course, we'll do the same thing at the other side. So right here, connect it up to the front. When you get right here, come up 1, over 2. Come to the other side of this ladder, connect it up here, start bringing it straight back till it connects with this back ladder. And now all the railings are done. Then we're going to come on top of the front, in the middle above the windshield, and we're going to put a glow item frame with glowstone for the headlight. On the side, a dark oak sign with our number, which is going to be X32. Same thing on the other side. Then we'll hit both of those signs with white dye and a glow ink sac. Then we're going to move down to the back end here. On the back, we're going to come to the top middle yellow block, a glow item frame with glowstone for the headlight. Then we're going to take out an oak sign, put an oak sign underneath it, and type UP space 32. Hit that sign with red dye and then a glow ink sac. Then we'll come up on top of the cab, one block forward from the back of the cab. On this other side, a lantern. Skip a block forward, and on this side we're going to put 2 rows of sideways levers going into each other for antennas. Next, we need to make some banners, so we're going to come into a loom with a yellow banner and red dye. Horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, horizontal in the middle, vertical on the right. New banner. We're going to do a diagonal, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. Then we switch to yellow dye and put a yellow border around both of these. And this is for the cab locomotive number here. So we're going to come on the side of the cab under the red concrete and put 32. And then we'll do it on the other side. Put 32 here. Then we need to make more banners, so clear out the banners we just made, but keep the dies in the banner. We're going to come back into the loom here with a yellow banner and red dye again. We're going to put a vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, diagonal. New banner. Vertical in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. Then switch to yellow dye and put a yellow border around all of these letter banners. And this is for the logo lettering on the side of the locomotive here. So we're going to come up here on the second yellow block down, one block over from this vent, and we'll use our banners to put the word Union on. Then we'll come over to the other side of the locomotive, and on this side it comes to the back of that vent, put the word Union on here. And then once that's on both sides, we can clear out all these letter banners, but still keep your yellow banner and your dies. Come back into the loom again for the final word. Yellow banner, red dye, vertical on the left, top half red. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Vertical in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. Then switch to yellow dye again and put a yellow border around all of these letter banners that we just made. Then we'll come up on the side of the locomotive again. We'll skip over from that vent and we'll spell out the word Pacific. And then of course we'll do the same thing on the other side. So come over here, skip forward from this vent, and spell out the word Pacific again. Then we're going to take a white stained glass pane, put it on the side of this yellow concrete here for a rearview mirror, and one on this side as well. Now we'll work on the interior, so come on in through this door with a smooth stone slab. Put one in this middle at the level of the door, and fill this whole floor in 3 wide at the level of the door with smooth stone slabs. Up here, a row of double slabs under the windshield, then a double slab in the middle for the control stand. Put 2 levers on it. Put an item frame up here with a compass in the middle, turn around and put a stair on each side for seats here. Then we're going to go in and we're going to grab a torch to light the cab up. Put a torch right here. And now the interior is completed. Now we're going to come in on the sides here, because this locomotive has these sandboxes on the side. We're going to come 1 block in front of the ladder, knock out 2 of the fences, and put in 2 end stone brick walls for the sandbox. We'll do the same thing back here, 1 block in front of this back ladder, knock out 2, and put in the walls. And then of course, we have to do the other side. So skip 1 in front of this ladder, put in 2 end stone brick walls, then come up here and skip 1 block in front of this ladder and put in the 2 walls. Then we're going to take out deep slate brick wall and we're going to cover all of this bedrock on the side with a line of deep slate brick walls. Same thing at this vent here, because the radiator actually sticks out on the side. Then we'll do the other side, so a full line of deep slate brick walls across this bedrock. And 1 more corner to go here. A full row of deep slate brick walls across this bedrock here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our Union Pacific U50 locomotive. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.